All right, shalom to the elect of Israel. First, I want to give all praises to Yahweh, Bahasham, Yahweh Shai, Waha, Rakah Quadash, and double honors to the apostles of Great Millstone that taught us this truth. All right, this is Isaiah coming from GMS London, UK. All right, I got another video. All right, and I just want to speak about faith. Okay, I want to go through Hebrews 11 and just read through the verses. Okay, so Hebrews 11:1 says, "Now faith is the substance of things hoped for, the evidence of things not seen." All right, and that is something that's very important. Okay, faith. In this truth, faith is without faith, you're not gonna get very far. You know, that's why it's good to pray for faith, for to pray for more faith. Okay, because especially in the times that we're in, we understand we're in the last days. We understand we're in times where tribulation is going to increase. All right, perils are going to be increasing, and we hope to be delivered. We have faith. All right, if we obey the Lord, all right, we stay in the faith, keep the word, that we will receive salvation, man. All right, those of the elect. But that's the thing. That's something people could say. Well, how do you know? How do you know? The thing is we have faith. That's our faith. We believe this. We have hope. All right, because there's not always things that you can see that you need to believe. There's things that people can't see that still you have faith and believe to be true. All right, so it says the substance of things hoped for, the evidence of things not seen. For by things not seen. So what includes salvation? How is that going to take place? All right, the Lord preserving his elect. All right, we know ultimately there's going to be salvation through the chariots of the Lord. All right, now who's seen that happen? Who's seen so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans being delivered, all right, beamed up into the chariots of the Lord, all right, into those so-called UFOs? But it's going to happen according to prophecy. But those that are chosen for this are gonna have faith. All right, that's how important faith is, because it's not something that we can see, but it's belief. It's the things that we hope for, and when it manifests, that's gonna be all the proof that that's there right and then, because nobody's gonna be able to debate. All right, so it says, "For by it the elders obtained a good report." Okay, so all our forefathers, great men of the scriptures, all right, they needed faith. Okay, they had faith to walk the path of righteousness, to serve the Lord. It takes faith. Okay, now it says, "Through faith we understand that the worlds were framed by the word of Yahweh, by Hashem Yahweh Shai, so that things which are seen were not made of things which do appear." And that's another thing as well. You see, it mentions about the things not being seen. Okay, faith is and that's what's great about faith, because somebody can believe in something and hope for something to be true, and when it and others can be doubting, others can be scoffing, others can be say gainsay and say that is not true. They can say that you're mad, you know but when it actually happens, when it manifests, the word, the prophecies, what you have hope and faith in, when it manifests, that's all the much more glory and greatness, because there were those that believed and had faith before seeing. All right, before things happen physically that we see, it happens in the space that we don't see, man. All right, how the earth was formed. All right, how the creatures and the animals and everything we see, all right, through faith, by the word, it all came to be. All right, so faith is a powerful thing. Now it says, "By faith Abel offered unto Yahweh a more excellent sacrifice than Cain, by which he obtained witness that he was righteous, Yahweh testifying of his gifts, and by it he being dead yet speaketh. Okay, so we understand, what happened with Abel, all right? How Cain, murdered him. Okay, Cain slew his brother Abel because he was righteous, man. Okay, he actually obeyed the Lord. He offered a righteous sacrifice. All right, he pleased the Lord, and the Lord heard him. The Lord heard him because he was complaining. Okay, you seen what happened, and how Cain, the wickedness Cain did. All right, so and the Lord heard it, man. And that's through, like, imagine how much more us walking the righteous path, us being on that path of having faith. The Lord's gonna hear us, man. All right, He's gonna hear the elect in this time, because the elect are the ones, the chosen few that are walking with this faith. That's precious. All right. Now it says, by faith, Enoch was translated that he should not see death, and was not found, because Yahweh had translated him. For before his translation, he had this testimony that he pleased Yahweh. You see, so yeah, he didn't see death. He was translated. Okay, he was walking with faith. He pleased Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai. All right, that's how we are to strive to be, man. To be better and to walk in the path that pleases the Lord. Okay, and you're only gonna reach and complete that with faith. Okay, this is what the fight is, man. Because faith is precious, man. You can't just go somewhere and just get purchase some faith. It has to be given. It's a gift. Saint John 3:27 says, a man can receive nothing except it be given him from heaven. So who is walking with faith on the earth? Who has a high faith? Whose faith gets increased? That's decided and given by Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai. All right. So those that are going to continue the challenges and the perils, the dangers, the obstacles, everything that we face, all the hardships, enduring in this faith, all right, they're the ones that are going to be delivered. Okay, but the ones that don't have faith, they're not going to make it. All right, so that shows you how important it is, because those that have faith are going to be saved. Those that endure unto the end, the same shall be saved. But on the other hand, those that don't have faith, those that don't believe, those that are, the doubting, the unbelieving, the faithless, they're not going to make it. Okay, and we read it. All right, we can see what the scriptures are saying here. It's in verse 6, but without faith, it is impossible to please him. Okay, so if someone doesn't have faith, then how are they going to please the Lord? If you don't please the Lord, how do you expect to make it? How do you expect for him to deliver you? So this is what, this is it, man. All right, it says, but without faith, it's impossible to please him. Yeah, so if you find somebody, knowing we're in the last days, and they know that there's going to be nuclear destruction, they know that America's going to be destroyed, they know missiles are going to hit, they know that there's going to be a financial collapse. But what they're doing is what are they up to? What are they spending their time doing? They're getting, building up, all this real estate. They're buying up land and properties, and they got doomsday bunkers. They got all these things. So is that having faith in the Lord? All right. Now, having certain provisions and certain things is wisdom, but it's about what you trust in, because someone you'll find that has all these things, doomsday underground bunkers, they got all these other different riches that they're storing up. What's their hopes and faith in? Is it in that, or is it in the Lord? So we want to have our trust and faith in the Lord, man. All right. First, it says, for he that cometh to Yahweh Ba'ashim Yahweh Shai must believe that he is, yeah, Yahweh. Okay. He is, or he exists. All right. The Lord is more than able to deliver you and your household in any situation. And we're going to be in great, situations that are going to be dangerous, man. Jacob's trouble, right? A time like never before on the earth. Great tribulation, famine, starvation, persecution, all right? Great death, sweeping throughout the whole world, man. Great, many sorrows. So we're going to need salvation. We're going to need deliverance from that. And the only way is going to be through the Lord, Yahweh Ba'ashim Yahweh Shai. And why is that? Is because who's the one that's bringing it? All right. The scriptures, Amos 3 and 6, shall a trumpet be blown in the city, and the people not be afraid, or shall there be evil in the city and the Lord have not done it? So the Lord is the one that's bringing the bad times, the tribulation, the struggles and judgment on the earth. So he's the one who can preserve, someone from that. And look what it says, and that he is a rewarder of them that diligently seek him. So the Lord will reward your faith. The Lord will reward your diligence. The Lord will reward your pleasing him. You doing the things, the spiritual righteous acts and rehearsing the righteous acts and doing this work. The Lord will reward that, man. Now it says, by faith Noah, being warned of Yahweh of things not seen as yet, moved with fear, prepared an ark to the saving of his house, by the which he condemned the world and became heir of the righteousness which is by faith. So, and that's that's one of my favorite examples, man, of faith. That's Noah, and that's famous, man. People know that, the story of Noah, the account, what happened in the time of Noah and the flood. All right. Noah had faith. He feared the Lord. Okay. He knew that the judgment that the Lord was about to bring, and he put his faith and trust in Yahweh Ba'ashim Yahweh Shai, and that made him live a certain way. All right. It made him obey the Lord. It made him do the righteousness. It made him walk on a just path, and he obeyed the Lord, building the ark, so that when that destruction and judgment came, okay, him hearkening on to the Lord preserved him, and his household. Look at that. While the other people that didn't have faith, what happened to them? We all know the end result. Okay, the whole world was flooded and only 8 souls were saved. So anybody outside of that, they all drowned, they all perished, they all died and were destroyed in grievous ways, man. So these are just some of the accounts, man, of our forefathers, and showing you that, the faith that they had. You can picture it, man. You walking, on the straight path, believing in the Lord, and all meanwhile people around you, they don't. Meanwhile, they're scoffing at you. Oh, you really believe that? Oh, you really believe the Bible? Oh, you really believe that America's going to be destroyed? Oh, you really think, all these things people just, but it just shows you, if they don't believe, that they don't have faith. Okay. So I'm going to end it there. Lord willing, this was edifying. I just wanted to go into a few verses of that, man, speaking about faith, because times that's coming, what's really going to, deliver you? Is it going to be riches, money, like material, riches, or is it going to be, that house, that you're doing, basically what it's going to come down to is who's of the elect and who has the faith. All right, because they're the ones that are going to be delivered, the ones that have faith and trust in Yahweh Ba'ashim Yahweh Shai, man. So I'm gonna end it here. I want to say all praises be to Yahweh, Ba'ashim Yahweh Shai, Wahara Kakwadash. Double honors to the apostles, a great millstone. All right, Lord willing, this was edifying unto the elect. And I'll end it there and say to the elect, Shalom.